Okay, I want to make this quick, but I never do. For toddlers. So I feel like we've been struggling with Ellie. Like last month, we were struggling with her because I noticed that all she wanted to watch was Blippi. Not that there's anything wrong with Blippi, but at first it started with Cocomelon, and then one of the ways that I felt like I had to wean her off. I felt like it was almost like she had to go through like a withdrawal period. So the way I did that, a lot of the times, I mean, I kind of always just told my husband like, don't put it on. Whatever. I would make it slower. And then when it would go slow, a little bit slower than how it goes like every 2 seconds and it goes really fast and everything, I I noticed that she was looking at it and like it wasn't as hyperactive as she was like so used to it. So she would always tell me like, it's not working. She's like, it's not working. And so I'm like, I'm sorry that it's not working. And so now I kind of switched those shows to Baby Einstein. We have the Samsung Smart TV, so it comes with the TV, those channels. Netflix favorite right now is Bluey, Puffin Rock. She loves trucks, so Trash Truck and a Storytime Book. One of the things with all the shows I noticed, I mean, Amazon, we do Daniel Tiger and like some similar like slower shows, which are great. In YouTube, we do Miss Rachel, Circle Time, and I just put on Spanish with Liz yesterday because I think it's like, I feel like it's good for her to like learn Spanish because I feel like I suck at teaching my children Spanish. We're like really trying our best to like try to teach them Spanish, but it's just not our home language that we use. I talk a lot, I swear. I'm trying to like, I always try to make everything short and it never turns out that way, but and I make things like an hour and then I try to cut them down to like less than 10 minutes. Wish me luck, because sometimes I don't even post things because they're so long and I was like, ugh, delete. You guys don't want to know about it. But I feel like this is kind of nice because with the new shows that I'm like having her watch, I noticed that she'll watch them for a little bit. I mean, they are cute, they're entertaining and things, but she'll watch them for a little bit and then she just goes off and plays. Before, I feel like with Cocomelon, Paw Patrol, and some other ones, she would just be like this, and I'd be like, and I feel like this is what got me, that I was like, okay, this needs to stop. Like, she wouldn't want to sit at the table to eat. And when I would try to feed her and things, that because she's becoming a picky eater, and that might be like a whole separate issue, but I would like feed her and she'd just be like so hypnotized by the TV. And I am really strict about like not having them watch too much TV, but I mean, I know sometimes we do, but I feel like her being in that, like, even like sometimes like we would just talk to her, call her, and we were like, Ellie, and she'd just be like so engrossed because it's like so hyperactive and like so like there's so many screens and music and things like that with the other show. So I was like, okay. And I love Miss Rachel, I do, but to be completely honest, it's because my daughter just wanted to watch the same episode over and over and over, and it's the one where she's with Blippi, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't. It was just when you watch it like 100 times, you'll know what I mean. So I needed to branch out and look at other options. I feel like right now that's kind of what I'm trying to do, like do more of education and trying to teach I mean, I know Spanish needs to be number one for us, for our family, but I also want to teach him like Chinese, Russian, because I was telling my friend, I was like, I always wanted to know like multiple languages. So I learned sign language. Not the best, but I can catch certain things, and I try to learn it at least. And I like learn a few words here and there, just kind of catch it. But I was like, and I was like, the main reason why is because I'm so nosy. I'm so nosy. So it's like, I want to know what they're saying. Like sometimes they're having like deep conversations and I'm just like, oh, if I only knew what they were saying. My husband's like, stop staring, you're staring. But I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so nosy, guys. I'm that one person that wants to know everything, okay? But I just thought I'd let you guys know of like some of the few shows. And I actually had her pick earlier. No, baby, Blippi's not working. Which one do you want to watch?
Yes.
Baby Einstein?
Yes.
That one? Okay, we can watch that one. I out a list of shows that I tried, like not to use YouTube, because YouTube, it like pops up a whole bunch of other options once the video is done, or when it's almost done to finish, or when you put pause or something, it like just pops up all these channels, and then she sees like Blippi, and then she last week she threw a fit, and that's where I was like, no. I was like, we're not gonna cry over like TV time. We're not gonna cry over, because it's a privilege for her. I treat it as a privilege. Like, oh, did you clean your toys? Did you put away your toys? Okay, let's we can I kind of like, it's almost like a reward to her. Like this, the shows are a little more calmer, and she initially she picked Baby Tiger because I told her, I'm like, Blippi's not working, and then she picked Baby Einstein, and I put the pictures for her because I feel like that's how she knows them by. To look at, because she was like, oh, I want to watch this, because now she doesn't ask for Cocomelon or Paw Patrol because I like kind of win her off it. She was asking for Blippi, because Blippi did an episode with Miss Rachel, and she started really liking Blippi, and so I'm like, let's just get you something that's like more calm, because I know he's fine, but he's just like, and I'm like a little bit, and I feel like watching Baby Einstein, because I honestly was getting very like overstimulated with like the sounds of just like over and over nursery rhymes, and especially like nursery rhymes. I was getting overstimulated with all of them, and Cocomelon, and I was just like, oh my god, I feel like I was going a little bit insane of like, you do it daily, you listen to it daily or whatever, and so instead, like, I've noticed that we kind of shift gears, and we started to do like a little bit of playtime, or we kind of replaced it with something else. In the morning, like that was like, I think that was like a turning point too. Like in the morning, as soon as we would wake up, like, watch TV, pop, and I'm like, no, let's go on a walk. Like, I would end up trying to do something else. And I noticed that she doesn't really watch, like, asks for TV time as much this week. She hasn't really asked. And so I'm like, okay, this is a good opportunity to just look for more like shows that are gonna be a little more helpful. So I hope this helps you guys.